course, I remember where I was when the ice wall was gone. I was in my office, doing the Dark One's quarterly tax returns. And then, everything changed.
When the ice wall came down, many citizens streamed across the border, leaving Storybrooke behind forever. But this is the story of 3 who stayed.
I'm an accountant, and my primary client is Mr. Gold's pawn shop. And I stayed in Storybrooke.
I work for Aurora, Sleeping Beauty and her husband. I take care of the baby, and I stayed.
I run the dry cleaner in Storybrooke. I stayed.
We asked them why they chose to stay in this dangerous place.
I mean, I was all set to leave when the wall came down. Got my affairs in order, headed to the border. And then I see Cruella headed in. Voluminous fur cape, sort of St. Bernardy. Do you know how much you can charge to clean a voluminous St. Bernard fur cape? A lot.
I stayed because of the baby. Sleeping Beauty's such a good boy. Sleeps through the night, sleeps all day long.
Well, I stayed for the challenge, and the excitement of the work. Just the questions that you don't get to tackle anywhere else as an accountant. If you animate mops to work in the shop, do you need to fill out a W-9 form for each one? Answer, yes. Yes, you do. And they don't ring themselves out. You got to get an intern to do that, or you got to hire or you got to animate a mop just to ring out each of the mops. But he can't get wet, because then you got to animate another one to ring him out. They don't ring themselves out. That's time and a half.
But is there more? Perhaps the key lies in their lives before Storybrooke.
Before the curse, I was Freya, the Norse goddess. They named Friday after me. I was 5th in line when they handed out days. Curse happens, boom, small business owner.
Well, even when I was little, I was always taking care of kids who were younger than me. My mother was the blind witch from Hansel and Gretel, so there were a lot of kids around. So I did a lot of cooking. Cooking for the children? Obviously for the children. Did you think... No, not cooking the children. I mean, once or twice, yeah, but mostly for the children.
Well, back in the Enchanted Forest, I was a bean counter. I worked for the giants. Keeping track of their magic beans, major part of the job. Did you know that 1 out of every 3 magic beans, not magic, it's a lima bean. You gotta keep track of that. You gotta keep track of that. Oh, that poor family.
Life in Storybrooke may be less dramatic, but it's honest and real. We asked about pride.
It's not just getting blood out of fur. It becomes a part of you. Makes me proud.
Deep down, I'm proud of the time and money that I saved the Dark One. I've done pioneering things with deductions. And if that, that sounds braggy, hey, I'm bragging right now. I'm bragging. If you make a potion with Eye of Newt, guess what? Deduct the whole newt. Deduct the whole newt.
Am I proud of fattening up that baby? Yeah, I am proud.
And the town, Storybrooke grows on you. I don't know how you find the places you love. Maybe a place chooses you. I think a place chooses you. And if a dark curse is what made it possible, I don't think that matters much anymore.
Our cameras were rolling when they learned that Emma Swan, the town's savior, had been transformed into the next Dark One. The new question, would they stay now?
No. First thing I'm doing is stealing Cruella's overnight bag and packing my things. I'm out of here.
I forgot this, I'm sorry. Do you guys validate? You don't? Okay, I'll just write it up there.
But will they actually go? Drawn here by chance, then charmed by a new homeland that offers advancement and love? Could it be that these 3 will once again stay?
Should have gotten out of here 5 days ago. Believe it.
He's an S corporation, so we file him as an S corporation, but we ask each quarter to amortize half of his rolling stock into the next quarter. That gives you It's called a minimal deduction. And what's interesting is a lot of people don't know that you can actually do that, even for stuff like household expenses, your kid's school tuition. We have a whole program at the office that, I wish more people would, inquire about. Maybe I got to do it differently.